And we're back. All right, I literally just woke up, but I'm hyped to do this. I was working on this a lot yesterday, not recording myself because I was at a coffee shop and then I was on the train and then um, I was just around and yeah, I bring my computer wherever I go and because I'm locked in, I really wanted to write some code. What I ended up doing was adding a expands x and expands y constraint. The naming, right? Basically, what it does is it expands to the rest of your like width. So, this is an example: the ruler and the arrangement area. This expands all the way to the edge here, um, minus the margin. So it looks like there's two layouts that have margin here, which it would be nice to have like a tool to like mouse over and figure out like what layout you're actually on. Could be interesting. I'm gonna push past it though. Um, right. All right. Um, yeah. Okay. What do we want to do today? Well, there's a lot of problems that are gonna start coming up. There's a lot of problems that are gonna start coming up. Like, I've already had to expand the expression buffer size. It's now like, um, what is it? This times 8, that's 65 kilobytes. Is that a lot of memory? I don't know. See, I'm not used to like usually I'm like I don't want to use any memory or I want to use as little as possible, but it's also like this is a UI framework and just like what's the other option? I mean, there is the other option, right? So with the expression buffer, you kind of when you move up a level, you compile that and then you move your expression buffer pointer back to the beginning. You move up a level, you compile that. You move up a level, you compile that. Um, well, nah, because you have expressions from before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they need to be in memory all at the same time. I don't know. And I'm afraid to look at what the AST. Well, the ASTs are constructed in place and they get overwritten. So the AST stuff shouldn't be too bad because we're not like keeping around expressions. Like expressions only like do things like when we actually like compile the layout. Um okay. What do we want to do today? Well, let's look at the thing. I'm kind like am I wrong for this that I want to just work on something fun, like getting some of these borders situated, like, you know? Is that bad? Is that wrong of me? Like, like 89, 92, 95. Don't I already have something for this? Oh wait. Define. Wow. Computer's running slow as shit. Yeah, this is probably. I mean, for all my efforts to make this fast, there's probably things I can make this faster. Actually, you know what? For sure, will make this faster is not fucking uploading the buffers every single frame. That would for sure make it faster. I think I'm doing that. I actually think I am doing that. But whatever. Okay. Define. Do I already have a divider class? I don't think so. I should throw like an error when that happens. Default background color 82. What is it? 85, 91, 92. I don't know. Fuck it. That's what it is now. All right. For our menu bar. I'm like starting to like really get annoyed at how annoying it is to like I just want to say like one thing, like empty. Like empty down. You know what I mean? Empty. I don't know. I mean, people can really do whatever they want. I just want like, because now we have begin, right, and then we have, and this really could just be anything. Style divider. Or could this just be a spacer X? Horizontal. If I go spacer X. Okay, no, it should be spacer Y. I think I need a good long look at what we actually have in this API. Okay, that didn't even work. Fuck. All right. Weird. Oh, this I guess gets width op parent width. Like it would be nice where it's like you don't have to specify some of this stuff, you know? Like where you can just be like, okay, parent width, like we know because we're calling a certain function, the parent width is gonna be, you know, inherited. Like, but then you know you got like 7 or 8 different functions, and then you kind of have to learn this like language. Then it really becomes sort of like this DSL type thing, which I'm not against. It just has to make sense, you know? Because like I want it to be easy. I want it to be like, oh, like we see this pattern over and over again. You know what I mean? Like if we go boom, okay, this doesn't. This probably could benefit from no spacing. Like I don't know. It's just sort of like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the right answer here. Okay. Well, either way, there's our divider. All right, so we have that divider. I think we have a divider that's 3, and we don't want that. Yeah. We honestly probably want like a divider width, sort of like. But then, is there another 3. Wait, if the width is 240, right panel, wait, the track list, where's arrangement? Alright, so we need the ruler. Where's ruler item get called? So spacer width should be 2. I don't even think we use this anyway. It should really just be divider width. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't try to just brute force this, but I kind of want to. Am I wrong for that? Am I like wrong for that? I don't think so. Because so we have dividers and spacers, right? Dividers have a style, spacers don't. Or spacers aren't really rendered. But we don't really have like a spacer. Like a spacer should be its own type of element that only gets put into the layout, right? I think these all should be called dividers for now. These all should be called dividers. And we can abuse dividers, but they're still dividers because spacers are going to be a special thing to do. Spacers are a special element type that only go into the... Alright, so spacers are a special element type that only go into the constraint solver and do not get rendered. Okay. All right. So that being said, okay, so let's organize this a bit because we want divider width is 2. Okay. An element writer should... I don't love that as a type name. Because this is user facing now. And not every user is going to be down with, like, you know, an inferred return type. And, like, I'm really not. I like to explicitly say the return type. So, change element writer to something cleaner because it is user facing. Maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. Okay. So, we have a menu bar. This is a pretty self-contained thing. So we could have something like this. This is in case we want to like divide it up into files later. All right. Honestly, it probably does not need to be that long. Okay, so we have menu bar. Then we have I like pragma region menu bar, and then pragma end region, pragma region ruler, and we'll call this ruler. Boom. Alright, ruler item, and then that gets referenced from auto ruler, which I don't know if that takes anything, but right panels. So this is really just our ruler. And then pragma region track list. Track list. That's going to follow the same pattern where we have our list-ish view, and then we have our item, pragma end region, pragma region, and then this is going to be sort of like layout, like higher level layout. So right panels, left panels, and then we'll have the whole UI. Which will be ASMR. All right. Left panel, right panel. I mean, I just don't love this name. Like, I'm just gonna call it left area, right area. I'm gonna call it main area, because that's really what this is, right? If you think about it, it's sort of like C-line, where it's like you kind of have this left area, which can be one of many things. This is a main area. It can be one of many things. And I think that's how a lot of these like larger softwares work, where it's sort of like, here are areas, and then you can put whatever you want in these areas. Like that's like Blender, you know what I mean? Like Blender, it's like, okay, well, like you can customize your view greatly. You can put whatever UI you want in any different area, you know? And so like this is sort of similar to that. main area, left area, and then this all should get put somewhere, right? Like, I don't know what these panels are going to do yet, but they're going to do something, and we're going to want to separate these out. This is a spacer. This really... I really want to change... this is a spacer X. With 2. But really... divider V. Because it's divider vertical. Or should it just be div vert? And div horiz? Horace. Or vert div, horiz div, vert. H div, V div. Like H box, V box, that's the QT thing. I don't mind it, but I usually man, naming wise, I love to like get more specific as you move to the right. Like I'm like a which way would that be? That would be the most significant bit is first. I'm like a most significant bit guy with naming conventions. I think. I'm gonna jot that down. I'm gonna fire that off to some people. See if they think it's funny. I'm a MSB guy with naming conventions. Thoughts? All right. I only have really one coding friend, so. I just don't love divider V. You know what I'm saying? Like, V div, H div, div V, div H, div vert, div horiz, div X, divider X, divider Y, divider V, divider H. It could really be any of those, right? Jeez, God, I hate naming. I really do. At least we have all the ideas. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got an idea for the naming, let me know, please, for Christ's sake. Ooh, but this looks sexy, right? Just scrolling through it, it's like, all right, yeah, this is organized. You know, this guy's got a head on his shoulders. Except for that area. That area sucks. Let's say main area, left area, and then and then really this should be the left area, this whole thing. But whatever. Well, probably not whatever. Let's see about this. So this we could probably do something like auto we don't actually have to return anything from that. Let's just call that layout. And so, boom. Layout, compile, and then we can say this goes into auto. I like styles at the top. I'm just used to that. Pragma region style. Let me grab my little comment style, and then we'll say Pragma end region. Okay. Pragma region layout, Pragma end region, and then main. And just because I'm like annoying about shit. Okay. I don't know what the fuck those comments were about. I'm deleting them. Okay, so we have style. Callable. Fascinating. Defines styles. Define styles, layout, compile. All right. Now that we got this file nice and organized, and this is our main loop. This should be left area. And then we should probably figure out a way to do left, right, and then middle takes up the most. There definitely is a way to do that. All right, we're at 13%. We're going until we're dead, and then we're gonna plug in, and then we're going again. You know what I'm saying? All right, so left area. See, this all has to go in here. That shouldn't break anything. What's our error? Yeah, we don't have an error. Yeah, that's why I thought, pussy. Honestly, let's put this shit in style. Fuck it. And let's make it alphabetized. Fuck it. D, L, P, Q, R, S, T. Is that L, M, N, O, P, Q? That doesn't sound right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, P, Q, R. Yeah, I was right. Wow, fascinating. I'm usually right. I'm a scholar, really, but you know. Now, this, right, this is a lot of like inlining stuff, but let's just confirm that I didn't break anything with this reorg, and I shouldn't have. Boom, wham, bam. The biggest. All right. Duh, Draco, wham, bam. I kind of want to say like button state. Let's try that. Because what we could do is say like button. Well, first off, we need on mouse enter. We need an on mouse click. Let's see if that actually works. So on mouse click, event type on, or mouse click. We don't even have that defined. I swear this should be not too hard. Event type mouse left click. Okay. This is a track list item. Let's say dot on mouse click. And then I think an event handler just takes a const size t index. And then our index can we say, let's say tracks dot bool muted equals false, recording equals false. All right. All right, we're at 10%. Let's go. So track list item. So on mouse click, we want to say tracks idx dot muted equals true. And for good measure, we're gonna say we're gonna print out the index, and then we're gonna, yeah, let's just do that. Why is that? I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'll use I. I'll use fine. I'll use I. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna run it with the debugger because you know what I mean? Could be one of those. Okay. Ooh. Oh. We got our element index. Okay. Yeah, that's a doozy, huh? That's a big boy doozy. All right. Well, can we do something like stud size tx equals idx? How do we like? I mean, we can't call this function. How do you do this? How to? I don't trust you guys. I don't know what I've been Googling. How to I know it's in my C++ book. C++. I know we can capture. I know we can. Oh, can I just say like x equals idx? Or can I just do that? Like, it won't go out of scope, right? Right? Okay, we're still using I for some reason. Because I'm a fool man. A man on the hill. Okay. Then, so we switch it to true. Wait, hold on. Let me just confirm that we're hitting the right index. Because next comes rerunning the style tree, and that could be a doozy. I haven't done that yet. Okay, that's 0. This should be 8. Yep, okay. Works. Bam. Because I'm like that. Because I'm really the truth. And then what we should say is... we should say tracks muted is true, and then rebuild style or rerun layout. Okay. So we need some sort of like init or clear function, I think. Or just like reset. Probably not clear. So let's just handle it here, and then we'll figure out how to standardize it later. So we'll say auto layout queued equals false, and then when we click it, we're gonna say layout queued equals true. Then what we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna say style is tracks index. How much battery we got? 7. All right, we gotta hustle. 7%. What do you guys know about 7% by Kwame Abdul? Kwame Adu. Nothing. Y'all aren't tapped in. Y'all don't know about the LA underground. All right, style tracks dot muted. Let's say we have a button style, and then we're gonna have like muted is usually blue, so I'm gonna say like 100 100 180, and that's gonna be button muted. All right, there's gonna be, I want to test out a different way to do that, but it's gonna be fine for now. So muted, we're gonna say button dash muted, otherwise we're gonna say button. Okay, so we're gonna rerun the layout. Here we're gonna say if layout queued layout compile. Now what needs to happen here? Let's get, so compile is a UI function, or this is part of our context. We should probably have like an inline auto reset. So context So let's say all right. let's go 2 by 2. Open and bright split. Okay. So what do we need to reset? We need to reset UI.solve context.expression buffer dot writer or expression buffer dot data dot clear UI.solve context dot expression buffer dot reader dot reset. UI.solve context dot lm buffer dot data dot clear. Reader dot reset. I don't. This shouldn't. We really just want to change the size of the vector back to 0 without actually like unallocating memory. I think that's what clear does, but I just want to be sure about that. So we need UI.solve context.quad buffer.clear, UI.solve context.quad buffer temp.data.clear. The stack should be clear, but I'm gonna say stack.clear, UI.solve, anything else that we're forgetting. Text sizes.clear. Why are we getting? Okay, that's fine. UI.solve context dot text dot clear, UI.solve context dot arg buffer dot clear, UI.solve context dot I think that's it. Okay. Now we have UI.boxstyles.clear, UI.textstyles.clear. Those are that. We need the style buffer, UI.style buffer writer at style buffer dot data dot clear. Reset the reader. UI.lm quad indexes dot clear. UI.lm handles dot clear. UI.event handler buffer dot data dot clear, UI.event handler buffer dot reader dot reset. Quad tree gets cleared. Render is fine. Okay. Let's see if this works. How much percent do we have? 4%. All right. All right, boys and girls, and really whoever. NBs, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. I'm hit. All right, nothing's happening. Okay. 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 Layout queued is true. It's true. Wait, why didn't that happen the first 1,000 times I clicked it? Well, we should probably do that. Oh, probably because I wasn't clicking fast enough. Um. Okay, what's wrong here? Clip stack is 2, stack is 7, stack dot back dot lm index is 0, clip indexes is 1. So back is 0 minus 1. Okay, so what? Oh, you know what? Really, everything should be concerned with clearing itself. You shall be clean. It'll be clean. Alright. I don't understand. Did nothing happen?